Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot Weekly Pick Your Crystal Reading. This is for the week of October 30th through November 5th. Today we're working with these three crystals. One is a blue. Okay, this is a quartz, and we're calling this one green. So take a moment, see which crystal or crystals resonate with you. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I'm always so happy to see that you are viewing these weekly readings and you're giving them thumbs up and comments. It's all really, really appreciated. If by some chance you're interested in a private reading, you can certainly look into the drop box below, and there is an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. If you wish, send me out just an email saying, give me the information for a reading, and I will be more than happy to do so. Alrighty, blue, quartz, green. Let's get started. All right. Look at that, it can actually just stand up. Here we go. The Tower, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Very interesting. Okay, so don't panic, first of all. So, the Tower happens when something that's time is done sort of falls apart or ends. It's when things that aren't built on stable ground tend to, come tumbling down. Usually the Tower is looked at or is viewed almost with a sense of relief, because sometimes we very well know that things are needing to come to conclusion, or they're not stable or strong, and for whatever reason maybe we can't just push it that extra bit to get it to end. And so the Tower helps facilitate sort of the ending so that there can be new growth. Now, very interesting, because that's followed by the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is sort of that it's that card about, quarreling and competition and conflict. It's not war, it's not huge fights. It's just that sort of bickering that goes on. It's followed by the Ten of Pentacles with the Chariot. So, in a funny way, it almost feels like this could have to do with a family situation or even a work situation. But the Ten of Pentacles here tends to be about, family. It tends to be about financial stability, family stability, property, inheritance, that kind of thing. And the Chariot is about something that moves forward kind of almost a little bit more quickly than we anticipated or realized. So let's say, for an example, that you were wanting to sell your property, and, for whatever reason, it didn't get put on the market at the right time, or the realtor fell through. There was just an issue or a problem, and this caused some consternation and some difficulties. Ultimately, the Ten of Pentacles comes along and stabilizes things. So perhaps you need to list with a new agent, or perhaps you took it off the market. Now it's the time to put it back on the market, because it's now time for things to move forward in a way that moves away from the difficulties or that ending and takes you to a place of new beginning. So and sort of moving forward in a rapid and successful way. So I'm not sure what this could pertain to individually, but there's definitely the Tower is not giving me the energy of something that is like Armageddon or cataclysmic. This feels more like something coming to an end that just sort of needed to, or something that, fell apart that needed to. This could be an employment situation, a family situation, a work situation. but it definitely feels like there's an ending. But the ending, in many ways, even though it may cause some initial conflict or difficulty, it feels in some ways like it is right. It is what needed to happen in order for you to be able to move forward in a way that gets the chariot into play, because the chariot is really that energy about things moving forward, um, with clarity, without hesitation. So that's where we are with these cards. Whatever it is that it applies to, it definitely feels as if, whether you are just ending the tower moment or in the tower moment, or you're in this bickering stage, the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot definitely bode well for a successful, fruitful outcome, and an outcome in some ways that moves along more quickly or expediently than you were thinking it might or anticipating. Okay, so there you have that. And let's look at the quartz. Here we go. Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, the Nine of Swords is very often about worry. It's about anxiety. It can be about not sleeping well, not being able to kind of focus and direct your attention. It's a card of anxiety, a card of worry, even agitation. And it seems to have something to do, these concerns seem to have something to do with this Eight of Cups, which is about, kind of walking away from something, sort of looking at a situation and saying, you know what? I've done everything I can do. There's nothing more I can do. I gave it my best shot, but truly, it's time now for me to, just sort of move forward. Can also represent being, emotionally unfulfilled, feeling very sort of alone and isolated. And so you have this anxiety card followed by this card of sort of a sad goodbye or a sad ending, or a need to just move on from a situation that has been giving you a lot of stress and worry. So along comes the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is about a delay, a disappointment, a minor problem. All right. So these three cards, I'm sorry, but they really are pertaining to a very difficult or stressful time that you're moving through in your life. The Page of Swords can also bring forward truth or clarity or understanding. The swords are about your thoughts. It's about analytical thinking. It can be about challenges. It can be about, stress or strains. So these three cards, in their own way, are telling a story. Again, either you were in this or just coming out of this phase. So you have a lot of anxiety. You have something that looks like it needs to come to an end, or that you are preparing to leave. And you've got the Page of Swords, and that leaving or that clarity could have been delayed, or you may feeling it's delayed, or it's not moving fast enough. But in the final analysis, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is really about that sense of, I don't know, it's like accomplishment. It's like financial success. It's very often about independence, doing things your own way, going your own way, planting your own harvest, or planting your own seeds and harvesting, the harvest. Sorry. But it's about a sense of security and strength going forward. Is it possible that there may have been a situation that you were involved in, or have been waiting to resolve, that could have not only been causing you a lot of stress, but was causing you a lot of emotional kind of disappointment or strain? Perhaps in some ways it may have been depleting some of your resources or your sense of independence, your sense of having the ability to move beyond this, or move from this place. But the Nine of Pentacles really does reassure that better times are coming. There better times are ahead, because this is about that sort of independence. It is about that security, that sense of self. And that is a very important energy. So again, whatever it is you're going through here, there's definitely a sense of success and accomplishment as you move through the more difficult aspects of these cards into a place of, much more happiness, much more contentment, and really a very strong sense of financial security. Okay. And here we go with the green crystal. Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so we know that the Two of Cups tends to represent an important union. It can be, a balance or harmony within a relationship. It can be about a soulmate relationship, a business relationship. But there's an energy of it that almost feels a little bit destined, or a coming together that really needed to happen in order to move forward. And because you have both the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, this is talking about a change. Okay, the Knight of Wands brings changes, so perhaps you are looking to move. Maybe you are looking to take a long trip or a journey with somebody very special to you, or somebody that you're going to travel really, really well with. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing you sort of reassurance that you're going to end up with a positive outcome. It is about money or material possessions coming through. It may have taken a lot of work. What comes to mind, honestly, is this idea of, perhaps you were planning a really special trip with somebody, a girlfriend, a mate, whoever. And for whatever reason, it just wasn't coming together. It was, it just wasn't coming together. There were delays. Maybe it was because of COVID. Maybe one of you had some sort of an emergency. But it all feels like, because the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles are here, you are moving forward within this relationship or this twosome. And you're ending at the Star, which of course is a wish fulfillment card, right? This is a make a wish and let it come true. This could be something as simple as a long distance relationship, and there have been, difficulties or delays, or you've not been able to see each other or connect with each other. This could also be the relationship between, members of a family who may not have been able to get together, whether it was for COVID or some other reason. And finally, the Star shows up, and the Star is about, it all coming together, that wish fulfillment, that sense of success. And so, again, there's an energy here, even though these cards are really, really, really positive, there is an energy of sort of a delay or a slowing down of something that really is now preparing to move forward. The Knights always, always bring movement and energy to a situation. And, the Two of Cups is a great card to get, just simply because it is about, strong relationships. It is about happiness, coming together. And the Star card definitely represents sort of that sense of wish fulfillment. and a sense of happiness as you go forward. Alrighty, so thank you so very, very much for being here at Soulprint. I wish you a wonderful weekend full of a little bit of magic. And I will really look forward to seeing you here next week. Bye bye.